Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Professional Tutor for Engineers. So as I discussed in my introduction video, so I'm going to start with the subject Total Quality Management. So I will begin with the subject named Total Quality Management. So this subject is mainly being offered as an core subject for mechanical, production, engineering, and whereas for other departments like computer science engineering, artificial intelligence and data science, and other departments, it is offered as an elective course. Okay, so this subject total quality management is a very important and interesting subject. So as an engineering graduate, we need to know the basics of quality. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the introduction to total quality management. So before going to this, so first we need to know what do you mean by total quality management. So these are all three terms. These are the three terms. So total is nothing but the entire. Total is nothing but entire, and quality is nothing but satisfying the customer requirements, and management is nothing but involvement from top level management to bottom level management in terms of quality. Okay, so that is called as total quality management. So in previous days, so as you all know, there are different departments in the manufacturing industry. So for example, like R&D, design, production, quality, testing, sales and service, like that there are different types of department in any manufacturing company. So in previous days, so quality means it is related to quality department. So it is the function of the quality department. So whether the product is of good quality or no, so it is related to only to the quality department. So after the concept of total quality management, so that means each and everybody in the company has to get involved in the quality, whatever the process they are doing. So everybody has to involve in improving the quality. Okay, so only this concept has evolved, total quality management. So total quality management is nothing but each and every people in the company, that is from workers as well as management people, everybody has to involve in the quality process and improve the quality of the product throughout the process. Okay, so this is called as total quality management. So generally in total quality management, so this is the syllabus. So whichever the university you are studying, or you are studying in an autonomous college or an affiliated to a particular university, so this will be the basic syllabus of total quality management. So as usual, you will be having 5 units. So first one is introduction, and second one unit will be Tqm principles, and third unit will be Tqm tools and techniques, and fourth one will be Tqm tools and techniques 2, and finally the last unit will be covering about quality management system. So these are all the 5 units that will be covered in the total quality management system. So basically, so the syllabus will be same. So it depends upon the nature of the institution. If it's university, there will be slight difference, or autonomous college, the syllabus will be little bit different. So almost 80% of the syllabus will be of the same concepts. Okay, so this is the 5 units we are going to study in total quality management. So today we will start with introduction. So that is unit number 1. So unit number 1 is introduction. So in introduction, what are the things we are going to learn in chapter 1? So first one, we will be learning introduction, need for quality and the evaluation of quality. So how the quality has evolved, and definitions of quality. So different definitions are there for quality, and dimensions of product and service quality, and definition of TQM, total quality management. So what do you mean by TQM? Basic concepts of TQM. So concepts of total quality management we will be covering, and gurus of TQM. So gurus of TKM is nothing but related to total quality management. Few people have given how to maintain the total quality management, how to implement. They have given some procedures like that. So those things we will be discussing. And finally, TQM framework and barriers to TQM. So what are the problems will be coming across when we are implementing total quality management in a company. And finally, what are the benefits of TQM? If a company is implementing TQM, so what are all the benefits they will be getting? So these are all the topics we are going to cover in unit number 1. Okay, next one, in today's class we will discuss the first two topics. So first one, introduction and need for quality. Okay, in today's class we will discuss these two topics. So first one is meaning of quality or definition of quality, you can say. What do you mean by quality? So there are nearly 6 to 7 definitions for quality. So now we will discuss one by one in detail. So what do you mean by quality? So quality is the degree to which a commodity meets the requirements of the customer. So what do you mean by quality? So quality is nothing but, okay, if the product which they have developed meets the requirements of customer, then you call it as a quality product. So commodity is nothing but it is a product. Okay, so for example, you can tell bicycle. So what is the purpose of bicycle? So bicycle is to travel. Okay, bicycle purpose is to travel. So if it is meeting that requirement, then you can say that product is a quality product. Okay, and similarly the second definition is quality is in its essence a way of management of the organization. So quality is in its essence a way of management of organization means, so this quality has to be, the management has to involve in quality, in maintaining the quality. Okay, so it has become compulsory. Today what you can say is it has become a compulsory aspect that the management should involve in the quality process. Okay, so that is the meaning of that. Quality is in its essence a way of management of the organization. So management should concentrate and involve in quality process and improve the quality of the product. And third definition is a distinctive attribute or characteristic possessed by someone or something. So for example, a product is having a good feature. Okay, then you can tell it as a good feature, then you can tell it is a good quality product. Or if you can tell someone is having a good quality person, if you say he is a good quality person means if he is having some good characteristics, for example like helping tendency, or if he is honest, so this and all will come under good characteristics. So then you can tell him he is a good quality person. Okay, so that means if a product or a person is having good features, then you can tell it is a good quality product. And finally, the fourth definition is quality is conformance to customer requirements. So what do you mean by quality? So if it is meeting the customer requirements, if it is conformed, for example, whatever the product we are developing, if the customer needs is met, if it is confirmed, okay, for what purpose we have developed the product, if it is confirmed, then you can tell that product is a quality product. So quality is nothing but conformance to customer requirements. So what customer is requiring is available in the product, it is confirmed in the product, then you call it as a good quality product. Okay, so this is the fourth definition of quality or meaning of quality. And the fifth one is quality is about meeting the minimum standard required to satisfy customer needs. So for example, if you take a product, so minimum, so whatever the purpose the product has been designed, so that purpose should be met by the product. So then you can tell that product is of good quality. Okay, so as I discussed earlier, so bicycle is used for traveling purpose. Okay, so then it is meeting its requirements, then you can tell it as a quality product. So similarly, minimum standard, so for what purpose the product has been created, it should satisfy that condition, then you can tell that this product is of a good quality. And next definition is quality is fitness for use. So what do you mean by fitness for use? So that fitness for use is nothing but that product should be it should be uh, the product should be available for use. Fitness in the sense, what you can tell, quality is fitness for use means it should satisfy the need. So for what purpose it has been created, it should be comfortable in using that product, then you can tell quality is fitness for use. And last one is quality is the totality of features and characteristics of a product or service that bear on its ability to satisfy stated and implied needs of customer. So in general, what they're telling is, for example, a product has different features or different characteristics, so that must satisfy the need of the customer. So what customer is expecting, so if it is satisfied overall, then you can tell that product as a good quality product. So these are all these 7 different types of definitions they have given for quality. So finally, if you see, so quality is mainly related to the customer. So all these definitions mainly focuses on the customer requirement. So what customer is expecting in a product, so that should be available in the product, then you can tell it as a good quality product. So here the customer plays a very very vital role in quality process. You can see in the next slide importance of customer. So here customer in TQM, customer is very very important. So customer you would have seen in several places. So without customer, no business can sustain, from whether it is from a petty shop till a multi-billion company. So without customer, so no company can succeed. So if you would have observed in few places, their focus would be on customer. You can see here customer satisfaction is our commitment. You can see in some signboards in companies like this, customer satisfaction is our commitment and customer is king. So like these types of signboards you can see in some different places. So this all implies that the customer is very very important and he plays a vital role in the manufacturing industry or whatever the service industry. So customer is the main focus. Okay, and next we will discuss about what is the need for quality. So here quality is needed in management level as well as in manufacturing. So quality in management and quality in manufacturing. So the quality should be maintained by the management. So what do you mean by quality in management? A quality management system, QMS, is a collection of business processes focused on achieving quality policy and quality objectives to meet customer requirements. So quality management system is nothing but the each and every process of the business will be focusing on customer, and it focuses on improving the customer requirements. Okay, so for example you can say this quality, the management will be involving and they will be framing the quality policy. So for example, for a quality policy you can say that the quality policy of a particular company is defect free products. So this is the quality policy of the company. So quality in management is nothing but the management is involving in improving the quality of the product and meeting the customer requirements. So they will be framing some policies, okay, policies and objectives of the company to improve the quality. So that is called as quality in management. And next one is quality in manufacturing. So quality in manufacturing is nothing but giving a defect free product to the customer. So then you can tell it as a quality in manufacturing. You can see the definition: a measure of excellence or a state of being free from defects, deficiencies and significant variations. So that means in manufacturing how quality plays a role means, so we should produce defect free components and there should not be any variations in its dimensions. Okay, so that is called as quality in manufacturing. So next we will see few more features of need for quality. Why quality is needed? What is the purpose of maintaining a quality in a particular product? So in that first one you can see competition. So what do you mean by competition? So why we need to maintain quality? Because today it is very competitive environment. So today you can see any business, if you want to sustain, so until and unless if you give a good quality product, the company cannot survive. So today's market, you can see the definition, today's market demand high quality products at low cost. Okay, so that means what this sentence says that, so today a company is in a situation that they need to give good quality products at very low cost, because the competition has become more and more. For example, if you take a mobile manufacturing company, you can see there are n number of companies manufacturing mobile. So in earlier days it was only few, so but today so more mobile manufacturing companies have come into the market and the prices have started decreasing. So the customer is also expecting good quality products at low cost. So because there is a competition, for example, if a person is giving a mobile phone for 15,000, the same features if you are able to give in at very low cost, then only the company can sustain in the present market. Okay, having high quality reputation is not enough. Internal cost of maintaining the reputation should be less. So here what they're telling is, so maintaining high quality is alone not enough. For example, you can take a brand, for example iPhone or Samsung, you can tell. Okay, so it has a good reputation for good quality, but at the same time the cost also should be very less. It is not that only you should tell that the product is of high quality, but today customer is expecting the high quality product at very low cost. So if the company is able to give or meet these conditions, only they can survive in the market. So that is called as competition. So because of huge competition, so the quality has to be maintained. Okay, and next one you can see the changing customer. So what do you mean by changing customer? So changing customer, the new customer is not only commanding priority based on volume, but is more demanding about the quality system. So here what they're telling is the changing customer needs, that is every company will get different types of customers. So their priorities, they want more but with good quality system. They want more features with good quality system, and similarly quality also has to be maintained. So all these demands has to be met by the company. So that is, so then there is a need for maintaining quality. So customer is expecting more features with good quality, so the quality has to be maintained. And third one is changing product mix. So what do you mean by changing product mix? The shift from low volume high price to high volume low price have resulted in a need to reduce the internal cost of poor quality. So here changing product mix is nothing but, so the company can manufacture different products. For example, if you take LG, so LG they are manufacturing different products like LG washing machine, LG fridge, LG oven, like that. So here changing product mix is nothing but, so different products are the company's manufacturing. The company has to identify which products are running successfully or which product is not making good business. So those analysis has to be done, and wherever the new features can be added, so it has to be implemented. So whichever the product is showing poor performance, what it has to be done, so the product has to be stopped. So then only you can increase the quality of a particular product. Okay, so that is called as changing product mix. Okay, and last one is product complexity. So what do you mean by product complexity? So product complexity is nothing but, so if you are for example, if a product is having 100 components, so then you can tell that this product is a very complex. So because more number of time is required for a design assembly, everything like that. Okay, you can see here, as systems have become more complex, the reliability requirements for suppliers of components have become more stringent. So that means as the system gets complex, okay, see, the quality of each and every product must be very good. So then only the product can successfully work. Okay, so for example, if you see, for example, in a machine some 100 components are there. So for example, one screw, if you make some small changes in a screw, so it will affect some another 10 parts. Okay, so that time, so what you have to do is you have to use a good quality product. So here what they mean to say is that because of this quality, so the competitors who are supplying some particular components, for them also the rules has been made strict, because if they need to provide good quality products. Okay, so some components, for example, if you take a jet like that, so all the products are not manufactured by the own same company, so they may get some components from their sub vendors. Okay, so the quality, it has to be met. The supplier also has to give good quality products. Okay, so then only the entire system can survive. Okay, so in the complex product, that is product is having some 100 parts, so everything will work fine. So when the entire quality from the suppliers as well as the current manufacturer, if it is well, then only the product will work properly. Okay, so that time there is a need for quality from the vendors also. Okay, so that is called as product complexity. Okay, so the vendors who are supplying, in simple words, if you need to say, the vendors who are supplying, they should also supply the quality with they should also supply the product with good quality. So then only the entire complex system will work fine. Okay, so this is called as product complexity. So next one is higher levels of customer satisfaction. So what do you mean by higher levels of customer satisfaction? So higher customers' expectations are getting spawned by increasing competition. So due to the heavy competition, the customer satisfaction has also become more. Okay, so customers are expecting more and more, because there are n number of competitors. For example, if you are not able, if one customer or one company is not giving good quality, they can move to the other company product. Okay, so the customer, we need to satisfy the customer, so otherwise we cannot survive in the market. So higher level of customer satisfaction has to be met, so then only the company or the company's product can survive. So at that place there is a need for quality. So if you are giving good quality product and if the customer is satisfied, so definitely we can retain the customers and we can beat our competitors. And the last one is the quality of your work defines you. So what does that mean? The quality of your work defines you. We will go through the definition. Whoever you are, whatever you do, I can find the same products and services cheaper somewhere else, but your quality is your signature. So that means what this point says is that, okay, so the same product can be manufactured by anybody. For example, if you take a mobile phone or TV or fridge, so it can be anybody can manufacture the product, any company can manufacture the product. So but the quality will define the what quality you give, is the reputation of the company. So for example, to give an example for this, for example, you can take the Annapurna brand. Okay, so Annapurna, for example, you want to have a meals, so Annapurna is charging 120 to 140 rupees per meals. Okay, so the same meals you can get it in somewhere else, but people are going in search. You would have visited some Annapurna hotels, so always it is busy. You can see the people are waiting in queue for having food. So why people are going there? When by nearby also you would have seen some other hotels, but people are waiting in queue to have the food because the quality place, the quality of food is good. Okay, so they are maintaining a good quality, so only people are coming in search of that. So this defines the quality of that Annapurna hotel. Okay, so this is one example. So whatever the you can get any product, so anybody can give. For example, as I said, mobile phone means you can get the same mobile phone from other company, but the quality speaks, because why the people are again and again purchasing the product or going to a particular hotel for having lunch means because the quality is maintained, so they are satisfied with that quality. So if you are giving good quality, so then only the company can survive, and these are all the needs of quality. So because if you are satisfying the customer only, then only the company can survive. So these are all the different types of needs for quality, why quality is needed in the company. So for all these reasons, so quality has to be maintained by the company as well as in the product. So understood. So I hope you understood what is the need for quality in a product. So and finally we will close the session with a Domino's pizza with an example. Okay, so as I said, TQM, total quality management. So total quality management, how it is being implemented in Domino's pizza. Okay, so as I said in the beginning stage, so total quality management is nothing but total means, so all the people in the company should get, or showroom or whatever it is, they should get involved. And quality is nothing but meeting the customer demand, and management is nothing but the top level management, like a managing director or a CEO or whoever it is, till the lower level management, or till the lawyer worker, till the worker of the company, everybody has to involve in the quality process. Now we will discuss an example of Domino's Pizza, how they are implementing total quality management. So here you can see, first one is customer. So for example, the customer requirement is he wants a hot pizza in 30 minutes. That is the quality standard. Okay, so he is giving, the customer is saying that he wants a hot pizza in 30 minutes. So total, so how the total quality management, total in the sense, so the, as I said, all peoples are involved. So from the driver, duff maker, manager, all are trained on speed plus temperature. So that means the total means the all people are trained in that particular area. So they need to speed up the process, because in 30 minutes you need to deliver a hot pizza to a customer. So total in the sense, the people who are all involved in the delivery of the hot pizza to the customer. So that means from the driver who is taking, and the person who is preparing the pizza, and manager who is supervising. So everybody should get involved, and they should be trained in that particular area. And process, so what do you mean by process? Store layout redesigned, so pizza goes oven, box and car in 2 minutes. So within 2 minutes the process should take hardly 2 minutes. So within 2 minutes the pizza has to be ready, and it should go, and the driver has to take and deliver to the customer. So fourth one is data. So data is nothing but, so now the pizza is ready, so the driver will take and go and deliver to the customer. Track delivery times daily. So they will be daily tracking. So if average it's 32 minutes, find y and fix. So if you are delivering in 30 minutes, it's well and good, the customer is satisfied and there won't be any issues. So for example, it has taken 32 minutes, then you need to find the reason why it has been delayed, and finally the solution has to be found out, and again the quality has to be improved. So how fast, how we can deliver the pizza to the customer in 30 minutes. And finally, fifth one more point is there, that is improve. So how to improve the quality? So invented heat wave bags to keep pizza hotter. So the pizza company uses invented heat wave bags so that the pizza will be hot. So by the time you deliver to the customer, the hotness will not be reduced, so that the quality can be uh, implemented in Domino's Pizza. So understood. So this is an example how total quality management is being implemented in Domino's Pizza. So like this, so different in different companies, whether it is a manufacturing sector or a service sector, whatever it might be, so this TQM can be implemented. So the main purpose of this total quality management is to improve the quality in a product and satisfy the customer. So hope that's all for today's session. So I hope you understood the concepts. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and share it to your friends, and also you press the bell button so that you can get my videos on time. So I hope you understood. So in today's class session, what we have discussed, so overall I will be giving, so in today's class we discuss about what is total quality management, and we were discussing about quality, definitions of quality. So what are the different definitions of quality and the importance of customer, and finally we were discussing the needs of quality, so why quality has to be maintained, and finally I concluded with an example of implementing TQM in Domino's Pizza. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Until then, it's bye. See you in the next video. Thank you.